title in England.
Now Ospreay, the elbow strike back, swerve off. Went for the label.
Off was looking for a house call.
Both men know each other very well.
Yeah, but does Swerve Strickland know this version of Will Ospreay as well as he did the last?
And as Renee mentioned, Swerve Strickland picked up the victory 2 years ago at Forbidden Door when Swerve was AEW World Champion. Just over a year ago, they met on an episode of Dynamite, less to a 30-minute time limit draw. That was the difficulty I mentioned. Nigel, let's Swerve his face in putting away Will Ospreay. He has historically an advantage, 3-1-1 over Will Ospreay. But it has not come easy for Swerve Strickland to defeat the Aerial Assassin.
It won't come easy if he is able to do that here tonight. You cannot overstate the dark influence of John Moxley and the Death Riders. Watch out, they're coming this way.
Ospreay.
It's a great move by Will.
Maybe not. And sent Strickland back into the ring, but Strickland is ready for him. I don't think Swerve was depleted enough for Will to press an advantage there. Swing and a miss. Ospreay. Step up work on Lana. Takes down Strickland.
Swerve had told the New York Post, you still haven't seen the best of Swerve, and we may see it tonight. He will have to see it if he wants to win it.
Nigel was Forbidden Door last year. Oh! Ospreay sweeps up the leg of Strickland. And now the hammer throw into the ropes. Ospreay drop kick on target. It was Forbidden Door last year when John Moxley and the Death Riders executed their plan. They wrapped the chair around the neck of Will Ospreay rather than let his emissary of violence, Claudio Castagnoli, do it. John Moxley took it upon himself to do something that could have very well ended the career of Will Ospreay.
Ospreay would take the advice and the heedance and the mentorship, if you will, of the man that nearly ended his career.
And I think on some level it's because Ospreay realized that Moxley was willing to do things to human beings that Will Ospreay perhaps was not. He needed to learn that ruthlessness, that Death Riders ethos.
We've also been privy to some of the talk that Moxley's had to Will Ospreay. Moxley's a hell of a motivator, guys. You got to admit that from what you've heard from him.
Will Ospreay, moving the kicks to the face. I just got an update. President Tony Khan, it is official for this Wednesday. Dynamite from San Diego, 8/7 Central on TBS and HBO Max. It will be MJF, Mark Briscoe for the AEW World Championship this Wednesday night.
Right, that's great news, man. Great news. That's given MJF really. He's on his back foot now against Mark Briscoe.
For the first time ever, survival of the fittest match. 6 women compete to be the next TBS champion. All that and so much more this Wednesday night. Turning our attention back to this match. Swerve caught Ospreay charging in. And now Swerve the lead. And the flatliner, Swerve. It's a cover, hooks the leg. Ospreay out at 1.
When we had the face-to-face between these two, with Swerve Strickland, who talked about the fragile neck of Will Ospreay and already focusing on that. Well, Ospreay says his neck is stronger than ever now. That's what he claims.
That's what some titanium screws will do for you.
Well, maybe physically stronger than ever, but it's the mental game.
We saw it, Swerve there. Sorry, Nigel. It was rabbit punch. I'm not sure it was the back of the head or the neck of Ospreay, but either way, it affected Ospreay, and he went stumbling into the corner.
And it really has been a slow and methodical attack from the former AEW World Champion Swerve Strickland 2 years ago at Wembley Stadium. Still has to remember the loss of the world title. He wants to expunge that loss and regain it this year.
What a 2-year span that would be for Swerve Strickland. From the lowest of lows, potentially the highest of highs, in one of the most famous stadiums in the world, just in the world of sport, in the world of anything, of entertainment. It is Wembley Stadium, the cathedral of football. It is something that every British child, European child, South American, North American, anybody, everybody aspires to one day compete on that stage.
I was there 34 years ago when I first dreamt of being a professional wrestler. Watch a second.
Again, targeting the neck of Ospreay.
To the point you guys were talking about, I'm going to quote Will Ospreay here in Yahoo Sports. Quote, "This is kind of like the semifinals of my World Cup. Going to Wembley, is that important for him?" Understandably.
Culmination would be on Sunday, the 30th of August at Wembley Stadium. One of these two men will challenge for the AEW World Championship. And right now, Swerve Strickland is making it look increasingly likely that it will be him as he targets the neck, the surgically repaired neck of Will Ospreay.
And after Wednesday, the man they could face could be Mark Briscoe.
What a disaster that would be.
For whom?
Well, MJF is talking about it, how a rising tide. Ooh.
Oh, Ospreay Enziguri stuns Swerve Strickland. Will Ospreay is making his second appearance in the finals of the Owen Hart Foundation tournament. It was last year where he battled Hangman Adam Page. Hangman won the tournament, broke the shot at All In Texas, and parlayed it to a reign as AEW World Championship. Will Ospreay would love to do the same as Ospreay connects with that corkscrew kick and sends Swerve down.
And Ospreay still holding his neck as he walked out. He's got to focus away from that pain.
Big elbow strike from the ropes. Swerve kicking out.
And thus far, we haven't really seen the dark, ruthless side of Ospreay, inspired by John Moxley, but maybe he's saving it, waiting until the match continues a little bit, and he needs a pretty vicious kick, though.
It's a hell of a kick by Ospreay. He's now up to the top. Ospreay, elbow back of the head.
There you go. Trying to even things up here, work on the neck of the head of Swerve Strickland.
Oh, wait a second. Ospreay, maybe looking for hidden blade.
That's exactly right, Excalibur.
Typically the prelude, hidden blade.
Oh, Will Ospreay look good. Good blade.
Ospreay square in the jaw. And now weaves underneath and breaker by Swerve Strickland.
You know, that's just showing something that we don't talk about enough, and that is the strength of Swerve Strickland. Coming back from his injury, he was bigger and stronger than ever, and he's showing this right now.
And most importantly for him, not a step slower than Mitchell.
No, certainly not. Somehow managed to keep the speed with the added muscle. What I love is both these competitors now realize what is on the line. They do not want to make a mistake, but they're moving forward. They're doggedly trying to weaken, sap the energy of their opponent.
Referencing the long history between these two men.
Just like it was 10 years ago. Just like where we are 10 years ago, boy.
So Ospreay's always been a step behind Swerve Strickland. Lots of elbow strike by Will Ospreay. Lines up, lands a second. Really testing the chin of the former AEW World Champion, Swerve Strickland.
Let's stop the trash talking for a moment.
Change levels, though, kick to the midsection. Ospreay on his feet, Enziguri. Ospreay. Backwards through.
Jumps, here it comes.
Oh, Will Ospreay with the South Clash.
Wow, that was a lot closer than I expected.
That was a magnificent exchange by two phenomenal wrestlers.
Clear evidence of the experience the men have facing each other.
Ospreay a bit beleaguered after that exchange. Swerve sends Ospreay down. Part of the training with the Death Riders. Not only was it the viciousness, the submission techniques that Ospreay didn't typically employ, it was also efforts to strengthen Ospreay's neck, right? So it was the swerve bad off the bottom turnbuckle, exposing the bare steel.
Oh, no, this does not look good. We've seen the lengths that Swerve Strickland will go to secure a defeat. That brutal rivalry with Hangman Adam Page took things to a whole different level.
But Excalibur, you notice how Swerve was just slowly looking at that turnbuckle? Almost as if he's trying to talk himself into it.
But Swerve goes shoulder first into the steel ring post, and now Ospreay targeting the arm of Strickland. Ospreay's biding his time, capitalizing on the opening, and now the double stomp. We talked about the submission training, that death ground, the cross-arm breaker that Ospreay's been employing recently. Well, here we are.
For extension, he's tapping.
Swerve is tapping on the outside. It's on the outside, importantly, Nigel. Ospreay cannot win this match. He cannot win the tournament on the outside.
But the official has to break that hold and break it quickly because there's so much damage could be done.
Yeah, Ospreay holding on as long as he could.
Just put like coffee into the eyes of Ospreay. Now Ospreay. He's behind the referee's back. Paul Turner senses something was going on, but he didn't see it. So he's powerless to do anything for now. But Swerve. No. It looked like Ospreay was attempting to counter with a hurricanrana, and in doing so, put himself in even worse position, Nigel.
Yeah, that's exactly what it looked like. Ospreay came with a lot of momentum. And just watch this. Here, looking for the hurricanrana, but yeah. Strickland saw it, scouted it, and stuffed.
Oh, no, the exposed. There you go. Swerve with Ospreay underneath, and the catapult. Oh, Ospreay.
I'm not sure. That may have caught the jaw.
The jaw, the eye, I'm not sure, but either way, disastrous for Will Ospreay. Referee Paul Turner, understandably so, lenient with his count. Nobody wants to see this tournament end on a count. We want to see a definitive winner between Ospreay and Swerve.
Yeah, no doubt.
Now, Strickland taking a lot of time here, giving Ospreay some respite on the outside, and I'm not sure this is a smart strategy.
Ospreay,
especially because now, oh, jeez.
He opened up. It's kind of like it's been leaking like a faucet.
No, that
blood is flowing freely from the head of Will Ospreay. I believe it's over the eyebrow, Tony.
Yeah, you're right.
I told him to his face. I told him to his face. This is
Jerry Strickland taking one step closer to Wembley Stadium, and the dream of Will Ospreay starting to slip from his grasp.
Ospreay feels like it's his destiny, something he's dreamed of since he's been a little boy, to win a championship.
You know, guys, if I'm Will Ospreay, first of all, I don't want to get hurt. I don't want to bleed like you're doing now, but I want Swerve to be overconfident. That's exactly what I want. And right now, he is so confident. The way he's fighting, you can see it.
This brotherhood don't mean shit to me.
See, look at this.
It's all about the wins, boy.
Just a year ago, all in Texas, Will Ospreay and Swerve Strickland, they fought on the same side that night.
Where did this stadium
Right hand square into the jaw of Ospreay.
You do all you do, boss.
Prince Nana was very confident as well that he was Swerve Strickland champion for the AEW World Championship at Wembley Stadium.
That confident Swerve Strickland told Forbes that I'm the one guy that Will Ospreay cannot beat. There's confidence for you right there.
That's pure, unadulterated strength, deadlift. Man, 220 pounds up and then down, and oh boy,
Blood pouring from the face, lateral press.
the proverbial crimson mask, the red badge of courage. Ospreay is going to have to earn it if he is going to earn a title opportunity at Wembley Stadium. You can feel it, the tension, the opportunity. One of these men will grasp it.
This is where the money is. Right here, baby.
Ospreay bleeding, Swerve on the hunt house. But was that the last gasp of the aerial assassin? Does Will Ospreay have more left in the tank?
Ospreay slow to follow up here, lying in wait, hitting a perfect Spanish fly, but immediately after the impact, unable to follow up, but now back to live action.
Well, I mean, Will Ospreay is hauling off from the UK.
Swerve goes through. Ospreay, beautiful counter. And into a stack one. No, instead, Ospreay now done.
Styles Clash.
Ospreay turns the corner, makes the cover. Two, but
Oh, yeah, you could see clear as day, no weight across the left shoulder of Strickland, easily able to break the 3 count, but unadulterated, unabated. Ospreay poised to strike.
Here comes it, Excalibur.
Ospreay lining up the hit.
Hidden blade. Oh, Will Ospreay looking with hidden blade.
It came right back. We've never seen that.
I don't think Ospreay got all of it.
No, yeah, he absolutely did. I have to imagine the fatigue, the blood loss from Will Ospreay. That was probably half, maybe even a quarter of a normal hidden blade. Oh.
Hidden blade usually hit on a downed opponent, but standing up from a different angle.
And Nigel, something that just occurred to me is Will Ospreay's last few successful offensive moves came as a counterattack. He has been unable to build and sustain momentum against Swerve Strickland, as we just saw with that hidden blade.
If you were to score this on points, you would certainly give the advantage. Oh!
A desperate leap by Ospreay to disrupt the balance of Swerve.
It worked.
But Tony, importantly, Ospreay needs to press the advantage.
Yes, he does. But you talked about how much blood he has lost. Look at that. He even slipped on the ropes.
Ospreay typically so sure-footed on the ropes.
Is he able to press the advantage?
What's he looking for here?
Swerve being brought up by Will Ospreay.
What a freaking match, man.
Hold on. Oh, this does not look good.
No.
Oh, boy.
Counterattack once again. He's lined up. Oh, stick kicks. Drop the guillotine. 2 and 1. A hair's breadth away was the referee's hand. A hair's breadth away was Will Ospreay from going to Wembley on August 30th.
That was an absolute breathtaking move off the ropes. He did that maneuver in mid-freaking air. Did Ospreay.
Looking for it.
Oscutter, no. Instead,
Denied.
from Swerve, the cover. 2. Oh.
Oh, he barely got that arm up.
Ospreay, typically from that position, Nigel comes back with the Oscutter. Instead, I believe he was looking for a destroyer, and that may have been his undoing.
Whatever he was looking for, Swerve Strickland had the better eyes, the better focus. And the dead eye of Adam Page stuck Strickland, who now is being hung out to dry. Watch out.
You know how dangerous the Swerve stomp can be. And Ospreay avoided it.
Well, could have blown out a knee there.
Ospreay, instead, he's got Swerve inverted on the floor. And
Oh, Will Ospreay looking But those styles clash.
First into the unforgiving steel of the steps.
This match has built and built and built.
Referee Paul Turner just checked in on Will Ospreay. He waved off our ringside position. As you take another look at this, Nigel.
Look at the momentum and the whiplash down Strickland's body.
And it wasn't the flat of the side of the steps. I believe it was the corner of the steps.
Oh gosh. Oh gosh, I got it.
Will looked at us here.
Swerve Strickland.
Hey, talk to me here, Swerve.
This is getting ugly.
Now Swerve
Hey, get him in the ring now. Stop.
bleeding much like Will Ospreay. You see the puddle of blood that was on the floor. That's now Ospreay. This is the brutality that the Death Riders, that John Moxley attempted to instill.
Come on, guys.
Okay.
Blood's pouring out of Will. Out of Strickland.
This talk has gone back and forth.
It's a cool about shoes.
So I'll do my best to continue.
I'm out of the way here, guys. I'm telling you that.
This is pretty hard for me to.
Understand what's going on in your career, but Will Ospreay is.
What is on the line? What are these men willing to do to each other? Oh gosh.
Ospreay
Don't do it. Stop.
being warned by referee Paul Turner. Prince Nana
Oh,
swatting at the leg of Will Ospreay.
that's going to cost now.
Yes, it is.
I've got time.
Oh, no. Escape.
House call.
Swerve using the momentary distraction of Ospreay, landing a house call. And perhaps punching his ticket to London this summer.
Just look at this pinpoint precision right to the side of the neck. Again, the fragile neck of Will Ospreay has been a trigger point in this match.
There is blood. There's freaking everywhere. And it is pouring freely from the head of both Ospreay and Swerve Strickland. Oh, Swerve. We've seen him use the vertebraker. Now, this is going to devastate his effect before. This is going to end it. Ospreay struggling mightily. Frees himself. A back elbow. A second. Oh, a back headbutt. Swerve stunned Ospreay.
Oh, my God.
Oh, Ospreay.
Oh, my God.
What the Ospreay turns. He's facing the steps. He's trying to hook the arms of Swerve Strickland. He's got one. Can he get the other?
Styles clash.
To the desk. A devastating thud as Swerve Strickland driven into the unforgiving desk.
At what point does this become too much?
Right now, I would say, look at this blood. It's all over the floor. It's to the desk. I've seen blood a lot, but not as much as this.
You take another look at this. Just, Swerve, I believe his head hit the outer frame. Yes, there's a giant pool of blood on the outer frame of the desk, and that's a pool of Swerve Strickland's blood on the floor.
The count
Will
goes
Ospreay.
up to 6.
Will Ospreay maybe going to Wembley Stadium via count out here tonight if Swerve can't make his way back into the ring. Oh, Swerve! The drop kick to the side of the head. Great timing by Will Ospreay.
Cutter. And a kick out by Strickland at 2.
A kick out, Nigel, but not an emphatic one.
Certainly not, and you could understand why. What these men have done to each other. What is left in the tank?
Ospreay now beckoning Swerve up. Oh, the kick coming around the corner. A second one.
Ospreay has his sights set on Wembley Stadium.
And now the balance of power shifting into the favor of Will Ospreay. Rolling elbow strike from Ospreay.
I'm just stunned by the blood.
Oh, Ospreay from behind. Just driving down in the back of the neck of Swerve.
That's the John Moxley influence right there. No doubt about that.
And he might have knocked.
This could end on a yeah. He's going to get a 10 count to make sure.
Swerve's hand just moved.
But he's got a pool of blood as he's raising up.
And Swerve make it to his feet. Ball turn up to 5. And Swerve be a second count.
He wants it.
To the blade.
1, 2, 3.
Damn, Swerve Strickland.
Strickland refusing to stay down.
He's amazing.
He wants his destiny to be the world title in Wembley Stadium. So does Will Ospreay.
Both of these men unyielding. Ospreay with the advantage with Swerve showing his resilience. A right hand into the jaw as Ospreay now.
It's just nothing but amazing, stunning competition.
Ospreay, I've been thinking Avalanche Death Valley driver, but instead Swerve hammers down at those elbow strikes and now hammers the back of the neck, the surgically repaired neck.
It's rabbit punching on the back of the neck.
Oh.
A shocking display of fortitude.
He's trying to stop
Ospreay trying to pull himself up, but not
Swerve stomp.
Ospreay down in a heap.
You could see that one coming.
You see the blood literally pouring off the face of Swerve Strickland, pools all over the ringside area.
I've got a question because of all the blood loss and what has happened. What's going to happen if both men cannot continue? I mean, they're both moving slowly.
There has to be a winner tonight. Tony, I know it.
Well, watch out.
Vertebreaker. Ospreay sweeps out the legs. Steps through. 1, 2.
Whoa, great escape.
Another house call. To the blade.
Well, Tony, we may find out the answer to your question.
The fans stand here in San Jose, erupt, applauding both men for a hell of an effort. It's amazing. Need I say, this is what we're all about, guys. You're watching it right here.
Ball turner. Giving the 10 count. The first man to reach his feet. I was going to say would have an advantage now, but the first man to reach his feet may be the one that very well wins this match.
That could be at this point all it takes. Up to 6. 7. Somehow, by the will, no pun intended, of God, two barbarians, 2 fighters, 2 men with a dream of Wembley Stadium, refusing to let that dream go.
Warrior heart. much respect from both men. Hell for every man and woman who competed tonight.
Swerve Strickland. He wants to reclaim the AEW World Championship. It was once his, but no longer. Ospreay feels it's his destiny to do it, not just for the first time, but to do it in his homeland, on the biggest stage of them all at Wembley Stadium.
And we are seeing the cliche in real time. The gloves are coming off.
Let's do it. In the middle of the ring. One man goes to Wembley.
Here we go.
On target. Not enough. Not tonight.
That is how much Wembley Stadium, that is how much the AEW World Championship means to these men.
Another Stormbreaker.
Very nearly caught Paul Turner.
Low blow.
Turner didn't see it.
Swerve's timing of that low blow impeccable as Paul Turner had gotten out of the way and turned around.
Strickland's going to capitalize now.
Strickland turns him over. Florida breaker.
That's it.
Stop the landing.
Surely not.
1, 2, 3.
Neither man will stay down. Holy hell.
A moment that will live in both these men's memories forever. But for what reason?
Good play by
This
Strickland.
time, it's Swerve that delivers.
CML Driver.
1, 2. Defies the odds. Defies the expectations. Oh, wait a second. John Moxley, the Death Riders have just come.
The Death Riders are here.
But for what reason?
Well, they know what they're doing. I talked about how Moxley was a motivator. The entire Death Riders out to try to motivate Will Ospreay to a win.
But will it motivate Swerve Strickland instead?
Good question.
The crowd, the Death Riders, they have Ospreay's back. But does he have what it takes to reach out and grasp his destiny?
Another house call. Death Riders are yelling, come on, Will Ospreay, come on.
Scream! Ospreay rises to his feet! Ospreay!
Bloodshot lariat.
Oh my God! They're going to have to kill him.
Paradigm shift.
Ospreay not done!
The Death Rider.
Right out of the John Moxley playbook.
He's not done!
Oh, another Death Rider. Yes!